ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. إلا دار زايد داري لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد.
So this is our metal extension. Our suction excavator has a suction hose in the end, as you saw, and you can attach different kind of extension. With a metal extension, you can crack the first layers while removing the soil, and later when you go to the deeper layers and you have some existing underground facilities like finger-sized cables, pipelines and so on, you can use the rubber extension. So using the rubber extension, nothing can be damaged inside the soil.
الله رعاها ربت قلوب للوطنهم سند ولا تذكر الفزعات إلا طراها مداتها بالعطايا.
We are here as a foreigners, so thankful and happy to be part of this beautiful country. I'm living in the UAE since 12 years and it's my absolutely home away from home. Why? Because you make this place for us safe, you make this place for us beautiful, the people are always respectful and you are able to manage this country in a way that so many nationalities and so many religions are finding a home away from their loved ones.
Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of Peers of Union, the program that highlights the success stories at the heart of the UAE. The UAE continues to witness remarkable growth in infrastructure industry, creating new opportunities for innovation and development across many sectors. And today we are delightful to welcome Ms. Suzanne Motzkus, the Managing Director of Heitmann Middle East Industry Maintenance. Ms. Suzanne, welcome to Peers of Union.
Thank you so much.
You today with us.
I'm also glad for the opportunity.
You could please start about telling us more about yourself, your personal and your professional journey.
So actually, when I finished my studies in Germany as international business management, I was thinking to get any major job inside Germany. And back in the days, they had this kind of thing that they required experience abroad. So I said, okay, I will apply international for an internship. And I sent a couple of applications and found a job opportunity here for an intern in HR. So I joined 2014 UAE for the first time. And within the 6 months of internship, I fell in love in this country and I decided to stay. I made a lot of great friendships back in the days. And they said, wow, Susan, you're from Germany, you finished your studies, your apprenticeship before, you have great opportunities here within the UAE, try to stay. So I became the idea of not going back and I said, okay, I will stay for one further year and had like a job in Dubai after as a financial accountant. However, I'm a numbers person, but this was not my passion. I need some action, I need challenges. I like sales, marketing, all of that. So I left within my probation period and I joined that time Heitmann Middle East. We were still in the beginning, very small. We started with one truck, one person in the operation and me in the office as a business and key account manager. So 10 years ago, we started this company in the Middle East from the scratch. And we grow it, mashallah, alhamdulillah. And now we can count 7 own machines. We also sell them. I will come later back to that point, what we exactly do. And after a while of running Heitmann Middle East, I got promoted and I become, let's say, more and more successful together with the company. And I was very thankful that days that also after a while, the company owner, he gave me his full trust. And I received the full power of attorney for the company. And we hired more people, we bring more machine, and we steady grow it. Yeah.
And tell me more about the key milestones in your journey. What skills you have adapted as well that they help you throughout this?
So what I learned when I joined back in the days, everything was new. Yeah, the country was new for me. Of course, the government processes. We were not 5 departments. We did not have our PRO. We did not have a marketing, a sales, and a HR. I was literally doing like all in one. So you become very flexible. You need to learn patience. And what I have developed over the years, don't give up. You visit the first place. This is maybe not the right government. They gonna explain you where to go next. Then you drive to the next place, to the third, to the fourth, and you do not give up until you get your gate pass, until you get your permit or your trade license renewed. So these challenges really make me grow, and this is what I'm teaching today my team. Wherever you go, and even if it's the wrong first visit, do not give up. Ask. UAE, like all these people here in the country, they are so helpful and so kind, so you will make it in the end of the day, but just do not give up.
Let's say working with the Heitmann at the beginning back in 2014 and 16, it was just a new beginning, fresh up company, and it was not even in your field. So let's say when you found your passion, you took the risk, and then here we are today after 10 years in leadership. How would you say that the people who have stood next to you, who have supported you?
So my biggest supporter, and I would also say my mentor in business, is my company owner, Mr. Thomas. He's also from Germany, and he's living in different countries because he has international group of company. So I learned from him so much, especially the part of being patient. Even when sometimes things are upside down, he will always stay calm. I'm a very energetic person, so sometimes we tend to overstress, and we are still young. So what I learned from him, his way, how calm he is and how wisely he's thinking. Even, let's say, our warehouse gonna burn, he will not be out of control. He'll say, okay, we're gonna call insurance, we're gonna see next what we order, and he will always try to make something good out of something bad. So he's very empowering, as well as the trust he gave me when he did for me the power of attorney. So this is, for me, as a key stone in my career, much more worth than any salary increase, the trust from him. So he gave me the opportunity to grow, to make decision on my own, and it's really joy. This is when you start to love your job.
Yes, and if you ever imagined that you could give yourself an advice when you first started this career, especially as your position and you are I would say like the only female or the first female in such a very heavy dominant field as well. It's not an easy field, it's not a creative one. What would you think the advice would be?
So I am a risk taker, and I came from, let's say, as said, the previous job was in finance, let's say a very classic job, where your parents like to see you to have a career in finance or so on. But when you do not take risks, you cannot achieve your goals. Sometimes we need to be the fish which is swimming against the current, yeah? So I did that, and it proved me right that it was a good decision, because now I'm, let's say, mid-30, and in my age, the position I'm holding, I could not have that opportunity in my home country, Germany. So there needs to be like a minimum age that you get these kind of positions and trust, and also the responsibility of running a company. So I would always tell others, if you have a goal, go for it. Be crazy, do it.
Yes, and how do you feel about being that woman? The powerful woman, let's say.
I'm enjoying. Also here in Heitmann, the 15 people I spoke about, my team, they are all men. Some are much older than me, some are younger, but it works. It works. As long you are doing the things right. I'm preferring to be a leader rather than a boss. So let's say we get any emergency call-out job. I will go on my off day, Sunday. I go to the site. I wear a coverall and a helmet and PPE shoes, and I meet them. I show up. So I stay with them even late, 9 p.m., let's say, when there's a pipeline leakage or something. So here you get the respect of your team. They will not submit ever a sick leave unless they are sick. So I believe when you're a team, you do things together. And in the next moment also, I believe if there's something personal in their life, I will give them the day off. Rather they escape from work or something, and in the next moment, if I need them last minute at night, I give one call, they will never say no.
Yes, which is brilliant. Like that truly shows like how powerful you are as a leader and how good you're working towards that job as well.
Thank you.
You're making their job as a second home as well. So now let's start with Heitmann. Tell me about the company, what services they provide, and what's even the vision behind this company as well.
Okay, so Heitmann Middle East is providing suction excavator services. A suction excavator is a very unique machine. It is manufactured in Germany from RSP factory, and we are the leader of the suction excavator manufacturers in the business. We are the official Middle East partner for RSP, so we sell the machines here and offering after-sales services, spare parts, trainings for the operators of the contractor, and as well we are renting them out on a daily, weekly or monthly hire, including our own operators. So we replace shovel operators in brownfield construction. What does it mean? Wherever you have existing underground facilities, live pipelines, cables, anything what's sensitive, you classify UAE in two different areas, the brownfield and the greenfield. So the greenfield, you can take a normal mechanical excavator, and in brownfield, you're gonna use shovel operation by hand, manual. So especially in the UAE or in the Middle East, the summers are hot, the heat is there. Making, for example, trench jobs, it requires a lot of manpower on site. When you have manpower out there, also you have a risk for their health, for their safety. So replacing these kind of jobs, like with the machine, you will reduce also that something will happen to them. Let's say you have a deep excavation, a pit where a 7-meter depth kerosene pipeline needs to be exposed. So you have a risk of collapsing. With a suction excavator, nobody can be hurt. We just extend our suction hose. We're gonna remove the material by a fan technology. You can imagine it like a big vacuum cleaner, and it's very strong and powerful, can suck up to 90 kilo heavy material, and it's very useful. And the second benefit, you will not damage any existing underground facilities, because when the airflow will start working, the cable cannot be grabbed. So even a finger-sized cable can be exposed without being cut or damaged. Sorry.
And you have mentioned behind the scenes when we were talking about how big the company is, and then you told me it's not about the number of employees because it's help with the safety as well. If you could mention that as well.
Yeah, so in one thing you can estimate one truck is replacing 100 shovel operator. This is one key benefit of the machine as well, that you save cost, you execute the projects faster and more safe, and yeah.
And tell me, why did the Heitmann has chosen the Middle East, especially the UAE, to be their second branch, their second home as well?
So the RSP manufacturer, Senior back in the days, they are selling these trucks all over the world. And for Middle East, there was still no partner chosen. So my company owner, Mr. Thomas, and the senior of RSP, they sit together and they were saying, could you imagine entering the Middle East? And alhamdulillah, Mr. Thomas was keen enough to say yes. And this is how it developed. Yeah.
What would you say that is the most challenges that field face?
The excavation field, you mean?
Yeah, especially in the infrastructure as well.
Okay, so when we come into brownfield excavation, sometimes things happening to these supply lines by nature. Let's say a leak because the pipeline is 50 years old and get corrosion. Or when you have a high production in the gas, there are burnt cables. So in this moment, a refinery is running in a shutdown. A shutdown means production needs to stop. So all the refineries are in emergency situation to solve the situation fast. And then instead of, let's say, mobilizing 200 shovel operator, you will just bring 1 or 2 machine. The machine will also, of course, get not tired. So you can work 24/7 in the emergency to reach the leak of the pipeline or, for example, the burnt cable. It can be repaired by contractor. They do backfilling and refinery can continue the production.
What would you say that, how do you ensure the highest operational standards they are met in the field?
So it's 2 things. I always say a machine is only as good as its operator. So we work with highly qualified staff. All of them are mostly having experience in European refineries before, a lot of English operators from Germany as well. And they have minimum experience of 5 years inside working with utilities. And the second thing, the machine itself is made in Germany by highest technology for matching HSE refinery standards. So they are really advanced technology. So what can I say, for example? Every machine is equipped with a gas one system. So it will measure permanently all flammable gases inside the tilting container as well as outside the truck. In case there's any flammable gas, which is dangerous, the machine will give an alert. If the gas concentration is even too high, it will switch off itself. And we have on board the system, which will tell you the gas concentration and what kind of gas is there for the safety of all people around and as well of the facility itself. Then we do have a grounding earthing system. So while operating, the machine is permanently earthed, so no sparks can apply. And even we can drive the machine by remote control, so to increase performance while, for example, sucking a trench or cable bed. We can drive the machine towards the remote. Nobody sit inside him behind the steering. So these kind of stuff. So the operator is permanently next to the open trench, let's say, next to the live cables and facilities, and nothing can happen.
What would you say that the future plans for Heitmann?
We do have, of course, future plans. My vision is that at least 2 trucks are permanently in every refinery of the UAE for these kind of emergency call-outs. So the machines will be standby. Of course, you have your daily jobs. You can do drainage cleaning, you can do trenches, you can do tank cleaning, pits cleaning, contaminated soil removal. But in case of a shutdown, immediately the machine can come and help to solve the situation. So this is one of my goals that we have, of course, Rovez, Habshan, Shah, EGA area, that these kind of industrial facilities, they have a machine there, standby. And my second approach is for the municipality, because, once a year also in UAE we have rain, and to be prepared for those situations, we could, for example, do drainage cleaning. So the drainage are not stuck with the sand, and then in case it's raining, the rain can rinse towards the drainage. It will solve a lot of, let's say, flooded areas during a rain in the season, in the winter season. And my third vision is to approach the rail We have now rails in the UAE, which is connecting the cities with each other and also for the logistics. And due to the sands in our areas, the rails needs to be always permanently be cleaned. A suction excavator, for example, can run also on a railway to clean the rails. Yeah.
Information about Heitmann. And Ms. Susan, if you could give an advice to the young generation who would love to approach a job or a career such like Heitmann feels like in that field, what would you tell them, especially like you had that shift career as well from finance?
So I would tell the younger generation, do not stop from something where other people might influence you on an opinion. Listen to your heart and go for it. Even if it's a new industry, even if you come from a different background, it doesn't matter. As long you like new technology or as long you like the product, you can always try. And what I experienced in my career, where I always had success, be straight. Also be straight with your customers. Don't sell them something which is not good for them. Always try to find a solution. So let's say you get an approach in your job career and it might be not the perfect product for this client. Be honest, be straight. Say, I would recommend you go for something else, maybe different technology or another product instead of yours when it's not matching 100%. And then this is how you succeed. Because you live then in the end from the word of mouth to mouth and everybody knows you and they know if I'm dealing with Heitmann, for example, I get what I need and they have a good solution for us.
Thank you so much, Ms. Susan. And now if you could give a message to the UAE leaderships.
Of course. We are here as a foreigners, so thankful and happy to be part of this beautiful country. I'm living in the UAE since 12 years. And it's my absolutely home away from home. Why? Because you make this place for us safe. You make this place for us beautiful. The people are always respectful and you are able to manage this country in a way that so many nationalities and so many religions are finding a home away from their loved ones.
Thank you so much, Ms. Susan, for such a wonderful advice and for this very insightful conversation.
Thank you also for your time.
And to everyone watching us, stay tuned with us for another episode of Peers of Union. Another peer will be waiting for you. Goodbye.